Hello everyone, today I am here in Whitehall Township, Pennsylvania to visit the Chuck E. Cheese adjacent to the Lehigh Valley Mall. Now this location here on the exterior has a dedicated pole sign, which I will put on the screen now. And this is also my local location, so I have been here before, but I'm excited to take you guys along with me in there today, and I'm going to give you guys the full store tour. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom. So as you can see, front and center, they have a video wall, and to go along with it, they have a 2021 model dance floor right here in the center. This dance floor is in okay shape. There are some dim and discolored pixels, but overall it's not too bad. Also here on the dance floor, they have the new Paris and Pups graphics. Personally, I'm not too big a fan of this. You know, maybe I'm in the minority, but when I come to CEC, I want to see the CEC IP. You know, I don't want to see some random TV show. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel about that. As for the store's furniture, they have their 2.0 carpet, which they did get, and they have the benches and tables. And even though this 2.0 was during refresh times, they did not get a refresh here. They have a full remodel with new booths as well. On both sides of the video wall, they have the character pieces. They have 2 on the left and 3 on the right. This was a band store before 2.0, and Helen is the only character that is in her band order. The other 4 characters are out of order here. On the left-hand side of the showroom, they have the party piece, the 3-panel version. As I mentioned, they have the 2.0 booths with outlet charging, and then down here they have an emergency exit right there. And then here they have the restrooms hallway. That is not marked though. But they have the new font men's and women's signs. And then that comes out here. And that one is marked there. They have a restroom sign right there. But interesting, they have no markings on that side of the entrance. Right here they have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster, both Rockstar back and top. And then also on both sides of the dance floor, they have 2.0 high-top tables and chairs. They have 2 sets on the left-hand side, and they have a whopping 4 sets on the right-hand side. This is a very large showroom here. On the right-hand side of the showroom, they have the 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece right here. They have another emergency exit back there. Looks like there's a little bit of space where you can go behind the video wall, but it's just their Chucky room there. There's an emergency exit. And then they have more 2.0 booths. These do not have outlet charging though. And then behind the showroom, we move into the kiddie ride area. Right here, we have their superhero playground to start us off on the right side wall. They did get some new LED panels up there when they installed that, and they have 1 piece of art, just Chucky's. And then we have some kiddie rides, so Alien Patrol right there. Then they have Jet Rider and the CEC race car. Right here, they have Hammer 2 with Avenger Chuck on it, and he is lighting up, which is fantastic to see. Then right here, they have the Cheapo ride. We have Avenger on the license plate. We have Avenger on all of these. Avenger there, Rockstar statue, and Avenger down there, and the front decal is missing. They have the Mystery Machine, which someone's on, so I'm not going to get too close. And they have Wild Boat. Right here, they have Sky Riders. They have High Five, and they have Octonauts right here. Then they have Justice League, and on the other side of that, they have Bike Rally. Then they have Zombie Land Battle. They have 1 TV ring for the kiddie ride area. I'll show the merry-go-round later since someone's riding it, but they have Duo Drive. They have Goalie All-Stars. They have the Avenger Sketchbook right here, Avenger Software. On the other side of Sketchbook, they have Dead Storm Pirates. They have Funny Hamster, Hoop Troop. They have Nicktoons Nitro. They have Chameleon Paradise on the other side of Nicktoons Nitro. Then they have Pirates Hook, and then they have Skip Time right here. Also separating the regular game room from the kiddie ride area are a bunch of 2.0 booths, and these do have outlet charging as well. All right, now that nobody's over here, I can show you these last couple kiddie rides in front of the trampoline zone. So right here, they have the old wooden Amutech carousel. It says Amutech right there. And then over here, they have the CEC Entertainment plaque. This is number 106. Here's a better look at Goalie All-Stars, and then the other one I didn't show you guys is the Bikered ride right here. All right, now to the right of the trampoline zone, let's move into the regular game room. We have the magic floor, and then we have two more games that are normally considered kiddie games. They have Dino Pop and Dog Pounder right here. And then we have Monster Drop. However, this Monster Drop's a little unique because even though it's double player, they have Chuck E. Cheese branding on it. As you can see right there, it says Monster Drop with Chuck E. Cheese. Normally, Chuck E. graphics are only on the single players, but here on the double player, they have it. And then down there on the power bonus hole, they have Rockstar Chuck on both of these, but it's a little interesting because it's called Monster Drop, but they have Power Drop decals there. So a little different for this Monster Drop here at Whitehall. And then they have Iceman, they have Plinko, then they have Down the Clown and NBA Hoops. They have 5 Alley Rollers with Marquee. Then they have Milk Jug Toss, Beanbag Toss, Power Roll, Jurassic Park Arcade, and they have Circus Ball Drop. Here by the front windows, they have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid word mark way up there. And then as we move to the middle of the game room, they have Tippin' Blocks, they have Teeter Totter Castle, they have Plants vs. Zombies, SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade. Right here in the middle, they have Super Monkey Ball Ticket Blitz, and then on the other side of that, they have Let's Go Jungle right here. Then they have Barrel of Monkeys. On the other side of this column where Barrel of Monkeys is, they have Fishbowl Frenzy. Very lame ticket payout though. The jackpot is 5 tickets, and that 15 is because if you get multi-ball, you can get 3 5s. Very lame payout on that game. They have MotoGP, then they have the small Whack and Win. They have Arcade Crossy Road. They have Flying Tickets, and then over here they have the double player Red Hot. Double player does not have any Chuck E. Cheese branding on it. And then here by these front windows, they have 2.0 booths. I believe they used to have pennant lights, however, they were removed last year, so there's that. Then they have Terminator Salvation, they have Spinner Frenzy, they have Sonic Spinner, Real Heroes Fire Rescue, Subway Surfers, and then on the other side of Subway Surfers, they have Sonic Blast Ball, Monopoly Roll and Go, Big Bass Wheel Pro right here, which we will give a play to see if Avenger Chuck is on the Chucky's Big Win.
Pull the handle to spin. Well, that's just
Yes, he is. I said Chucky's Big Win, even though it's Chucky's Big Catch, but you can definitely see him right on there. They have TMNT and Frogger, Superstar, Fast and Furious Supercars, Big Win Super Spin, of course, with Avenger Chuck on it, and then they have a 2.0 TV ring for the game room. Right here, they have Monopoly Roll and Go. They also have Black Hole on the other side of Price is Right Shell Game, which I don't think I said either. Then they have the Rockstar Fun Photo Booth. They have Halo Fire Team Raven. Right here, they have Tower Crane, and then on the other side of that, they have Quick Drop. They have the Chuck E. Cheese word mark up there. And then they have Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, Harpoon Lagoon right here, Crazy Tower, Ticket Circus, Fruit Ninja FX, and last but not least, on the other side of that, they have Paw Patrol. And that is their game selection, which is a pretty nice one overall. I wanted to take a look at Ticket Circus a little closer since I don't see this at CEC very much. First of all, take a look at those chips. Look how dirty those are. The arcade I work at, our head technician would go ballistic if the chips got that dirty. We are required to clean out the machine twice a summer and clean all those chips. That is really bad. They also allow you to play this game with cash. They have bill acceptors on this, and you have to scan your Play Pass first, though. And they also have the Rockstar Chuck Play Fair, Please Share stickers on there as well. But Ticket Circus is definitely a game that I don't see at CEC very often. All right, so now resetting back here in the showroom, let's take a look at the kitchen and counter part of the store. So I showed you guys the restrooms already, and then after that, we have the menu wordmark piece right up there, and right below it, they have the Chill Out ice cream machine with Avenger Chuck on it, and very exciting, they have all 4 of the Avenger character inserts right there. Very nice to see that, and they also have Avenger Chuck on the back as well. Then they have the new font Pasquale's Kitchen sign. They have the signature dough made fresh by hand right here sign. And then as we move over, we have the thirst station area. We do have the new wood floors. They have 2 old Pepsi machines, thirst station sign. Here they have their salad bar. Our veggies are hand chopped daily right above it. Very nice placement for that. New font cross wet floor down there. And they do have these really nice old wood borders here on their salad bar. This is probably from the ShowBiz days. I would not be surprised if that has been here since opening day. Nice, really neat remnant of days gone by. And same with their pickup window here, also has the old wooden borders. They have the old font pickup window sign up there, and then they have the U1 sign, which is mounted directly to that wall. Here's their prize counter. It's a pretty small one, or pretty short one anyway. They have large Bella. They have all of the gumballs up there. They have the mirrors. They have the boxing gloves. And then down here, they do have Star Cap on the glass. And then here's a look at what they have in their display cases. Another Star Cap. They did get the new tiles since this was a full remodel, pizzeria and games above the menu boards, and then they have the small 2.0 logo up there. Pizza size is right there, and then here to the other side of Kid Check, they have a couple more booths. They also have the Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese mission statement over there on that wall, and then right here above the lobby, they have the large 2.0 logo and max occupancy up there, which is 586. All right, guys, well, as soon as I walked into the showroom to do the history section, a birthday party literally just got their pizza delivered, and then they went all to sit down. So now I have to do it right here. But let's talk about the history of Whitehall store. This location opened in December of 1983 as a ShowBiz Pizza Place franchise location. They would have opened with the classic Rock-afire Explosion show that all the ShowBizes did. However, theirs was not a new one installed here for the first time. It was actually reused from the very short-lived Abilene, Texas location that was only open from late 1982 to late 1983. And then that closed, and they moved the Rock-afire here. This was the last location that ShowBiz Pizza Place opened in Pennsylvania before they merged with Pizza Time Theater. So this was the last Rock-afire installed in Pennsylvania. In 1989, the franchisee decided to shut this location down. However, it was very short-lived because in January of 1990, ShowBiz Pizza Time Inc. decided to reopen this location as a corporate-owned store, and that's how it has remained ever since. In either 1991 or 1992, the store got concept unification, turning their Rock-afire Explosion into Munch's Make Believe Band. And then along with the 3-stage, the store would have gotten a lot of that early 90s decor as well. And then in September of 2010, the store got its biggest change since concept unification when it got the 2005 remodel. Now, part of the 2005 remodel in this store was the relocation of the stage. Originally, the stage was over here on this side wall. You can see where the 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece is behind me. That is an angled wall. I believe that's where Chucky's stage would have been on the 3-stage, and then the other stages would have been out this way. However, during the 2005 remodel, they needed to move the stage over there onto the back wall. Now, normally what they would have done when they needed to relocate a stage is they would have removed the 3-stage and installed the Studio C Beta 16M stage on that back wall. However, here they decided to do something different. They took their original creative engineering animation off of the 3-stage and they built a new single stage on that back wall and installed the 5 main characters on that single stage and rebranded it as Chucky's Make Believe Band. It was called the CU1 stage. Whitehall was the first store to do that, and after it, only 2 others followed in 2011. There were only 3 installed, and of course, 2 of the 3 are now gone. The last one is in Springfield, Illinois, and it is a legacy location. So there were 3 3-stages in Pennsylvania, and this was the first of the 3 removed. The other 2 were removed in 2018 and 2024. However, this was the first removed here in 2010. Of the 3 CU1 stages, this is the only one that had Chucky standing on his triangle platform from the 3-stage, and it's also the only one that had a nighttime backdrop. The other 2, they switched the backdrop to be a daytime one. The CU1 stage in 2005 remodel lasted up until July of 2023 when they got their 2.0 remodel, which is what they still have in the store to this day. Allegedly, the animatronics were sent to the ShowBiz Pizza Time Distribution Center, so they should still exist, but they might have been scrapped for parts, or who knows what they did with them when they got there. But, you know, back in that time, David McKillips was trying to save one of every stage type, so they decided to save this CU1 stage, and I'm not sure if it's still there or not to this day, but allegedly they saved it. Since 2.0, they also would have installed a trampoline zone and superhero playground. I believe the trampoline zone happened in late 2024 and the superhero playground happened in 2025. But yeah, that is the history of this location. It has been here for over 40 years and it is still going strong. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know if there's quick drop, I have to win the jackpot, which was 50 tickets here. One thing that was annoying, though, is that they lowered this payout here for 46 to 49. They lowered it from 10 to 6, but they didn't change the sign, so that was a little disappointing, but I am glad I got the jackpot here. I was also able to get the tower crane jackpot, which is always nice, which is another 50 tickets. And it's time for my third jackpot of the day, which was here on Whack and Win. Only 25 though this time instead of 50.
6 reds jackpot.
And I guess it's my fourth jackpot of the day here on Red Hot. All right, now out here at Kid Check, the carpet changes, and then as you leave, they have the wood grain Kid Check podium. Nothing down there, unfortunately, though. This wall here is painted green. They have the Have a Chucky Day green silhouette above the doors. And then out here, red doors, and nothing special out in the lobby. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes my tour of the Chuck E. Cheese here in Whitehall, PA. Overall, if I have to have a normal 2.0 as my local location, this is a pretty nice one to have. They have a very nice arcade, decent ticket payouts on the games, on most of the games anyway. I'm looking at you, Fishball Frenzy. And they have all the new furnishings, not a cheap refresh or anything like that. I use the word local very loosely, though. This is the closest in distance to me. However, it's still almost an hour away. But, I mean, it could be worse. If I lived in Wyoming or Maine, I mean, they have no CECs at all. So, I mean, I guess this is better than that, but still not very close. I wish CEC would open a new location closer to me, but I doubt that'll ever happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.